Hey guys, what's going on? John Haddock here from Think About Comics, joined by
William Bethea. What's up?
Today we're going to talk about the latest issue of Killadelphia, issue number 2. What'd you think about it, man?
Oh man, this right here got more gritty, and then his dad dead now, so you got that little friction.
Yeah.
There. Oh man.
Yeah, it's definitely got a little more greedy. We learned a lot more of what this title's all about.
Oh yeah.
I think the first one kind of laid down the foundation of like, hey, this is a character, this guy, this is what his deal is, and this book it says, okay, now that we did all that, issue 2 is going to cover what to expect from the coming stories. I really love the art in this. I love the idea of, like, it's kind of funny. You look at, like, John Adams, the second president.
Yeah!
Like this,
John Adams?
This, like, Dracula kind of thing. I don't know, I thought, but it doesn't appear hokey, you know what I'm saying? It's not treated in a joking manner. It's delivered in a very serious tone.
Oh, yeah.
I think that they do a really great job with this book.
Yeah. But what kind of threw me was how much control he had over the vampires and how the vampires seem to be still themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they may have that bloodlust or that blood hunger, but they are still themselves. Yeah. And the one kid that went to go see his grandma, that was deep, yo.
Yeah, do you think he turned his grandma?
No. I think she just died. But I think he understands now that, you know, it was the system that killed her, you know what I'm saying? And he had the chance to save her, but couldn't. So, you know, now it's, you know, I'm going to show the world what's up. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is definitely one of those books, if you guys want to get on reading, especially 1 and 2, we're probably going to be selling it pretty fast. This book recently just did a deal with Netflix. Ooh. So, 2 issues in, and they got a Netflix deal, so it's going to be a lot of speculations probably going to be getting on top of this book. But lucky for us, we have issue 1 and 2 first print.
Don't we? Yeah.
I really enjoy the artwork here. It's just a fun read. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to read issue 3.
Well, I'm happy that not only is it bringing attention to Philadelphia, but it brought a lot of attention and wordplay to the DC Baltimore area. There was wordplay in it for that, and I like that.
Yeah, it has a very good realistic backdrop. I mean, obviously you have a story about vampires with the second president leading them, which is, you know, it's that can be treated as fiction, but it has a various underlining serious tone for real world problems. And I think this book does a good job on, you know, a lot of times I don't like reading books that kind of force, you know, real, like, ongoing issues. I remember, what was it, the latest Dark Knight book that I read, The Golden Child, really kind of forced this, like, Donald Trump thing on you. God. And I was just like, I don't care. Like, I don't watch the news for a reason. I don't want to be forced to read it in my comic book. But this does it in a way that makes you say, you know, hey, look, this is what's going on. You know, and it's a realistic feel to it. And I think that's why this book has gotten its Netflix deal. Is, you know, selling pretty well. And it's an image book. I mean, like we just said with IDW, these independent books are being the best books out.
Yes. And I tell you what, I think this with Netflix, this is the reaction you get, Marvel, DC, when you say, hey, we want to do our own thing. Yeah. Yo, there are some great stories out here that ain't connected to you. And I tell you what, these other people start getting into that, and they say, hey, okay, we gonna step away from you. Now what happens? I think this is gonna be a struggle. I think what was it? The Walking Dead was the perfect show to show that, hey, independence could be extremely successful with the comic book title and a running show. Yeah, could be extremely successful. Yeah. So, hey.
I mean, I've probably told this story on this channel before. Like, whenever they basically the day before, like Tuesday or Monday, they said, hey, oh yeah, by the way, this Wednesday is the last issue of The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even get in the parking, you know.
Yeah. Hey.
And then they had to limit it to #1 just because it was those guys watched the show.
Yeah. I heard the same thing is now being said for the Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher's. I mean, The Witcher's were up there, but The Witcher really isn't a comic book series. It's got the video game stuff. But I know there was a comic book series like tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
I never read it. I like the video games, and I've haven't read the books, but I heard them on audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
They're really fun stories. I definitely think, Dark Horse is going to do something with that. If they have the rights to it, they're definitely going to start pumping out more titles for The Witcher. Yeah. But I mean, I think I'm eager to see what they do with the show. I could see the only problem I could see with the show is if they make the focus too much on like the underlining issues that this book hints on instead of it being mainly the vampires. Yeah. I think if they do the vampires with underlying issues, not the underlining issues, and like you have a vampire twist to it, then that's the only thing I'd be concerned about with this show.
Well, I'm saying it's I've seen it now successfully done with the Watchmen series on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it successfully done with The Walking Dead. We've seen it successfully done now with The Witcher. As far as, first season got it out. Umbrella Academy, people jumped.
I mean, The Boys is
the
probably...
Boys. Oh, my
that
God.
Was huge. I
Yeah.
mean, they're reprinting a lot of those graphics and those omnis that they came out with that you couldn't get before. Hey. And I know they definitely want to put out season 2 as fast as they can.
Oh yeah, they look jumping at the bit, yo. Hey, I'm telling you, it's on. It's on. And you know what? This is why comics are necessary. This is why I love comics. This is why you try to get people to get involved in comics, because comics open the door to the imagination and shows people, makes people more creative and seeing, hey, we can push it even further. I think programming is going to get a lot deeper and the comics are going to get a lot better because of it. I love it. All right.
Got anything else you want to add?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Give a like, give a subscribe, hit us up in the comments section. We do a pretty good job of getting back to you.
Hey.
Thanks, guys.
Take it easy. Peace.